That's real life.
Hmm. I've been
Get
demonetized enough times, all right?
get us a takedown notice.
Yeah. I've had it happen on my personal channel. And I don't think anybody here wants to hear non-copyrighted music, so I'm gonna be doing that.
Oh, come on now. It's the best.
It is. I mean, it's techno a little bit, you know.
Hey, they got that new AI stuff. I guess the number one country song right now is an AI artist. People losing
No.
their mind over that.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jacob
I
says, I live in vacation land.
Yeah, Jack does kind of live like at least he overwinters in the vacation land. I guess
Summer too.
I guess summer it's kind of like a different it's mountain vacation versus beach vacation. You just switch vacations. Yeah, you and Jacob would get along well. He loves to fish too. So anyway, all trading involves substantial risk of loss. Past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. This presentation intended to be informational, educational, fun, hopefully some entertaining, um, at least a little bit. Un poquito. It's not really a recommendation to be buying or selling any financial instrument. So trading stocks, options, bonds, forex, futures, cryptos, treasuries. If you trade those things, you might lose money. 90% of people do, maybe 95% of people do. And if you just take a little bit of vested interest in your own financial well-being, you'll do better than anybody you can hire. But if you just can't do it yourself, there's people you can hire for that. Anyway, Tesla. That's where my payday was. TSLL, over 3 grand, baby. Came
You
in on
got
that
the
no.
dividend.
dividend payment?
Yeah, dividend payment hit all the accounts last night. I was like, I just kept getting alerts like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Sweet.
I was
Now,
holding it in like 8 different accounts. So I got like over 3 grand in
is
payments.
that your Christmas shopping budget now?
Man, that's just my go out and hunt for more investing opportunities
There you
money.
go. Stay on the hustle.
The big chunk of that was all in IRAs. So again, I can't really touch it. So I have 42 contracts sold. I was going through checking it out. I have me personally, not any in my parents' accounts or anything like that. My personal accounts have 42 contracts sold for with 23 strike for this Friday tomorrow. So 42 contracts at the 23 strike right there, which is right where we've topped out for months. We'll see if we can pop through. I might get called away. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I got
I
the
might,
21 secured put. I'd love to get it at 21 tomorrow, but I doubt it. And I got the 17s, which I'm just going to roll out of those.
yeah. So, and then I have another, I have 735s, which are pretty spicy up here. 35, way up here. Sold for January. So I got a few contracts rolling here.
Just a few.
Just a few. Then these are all shares. I have shares and these are covered calls. And then I have some uncovered. I still have a chunk of uncovered calls too. But
Yeah.
that's where all that money came from on that special dividend that was paid. You know, holders of the 10th got paid on the 17th, which was last night. So collected all that money.
Very nice.
It's a beautiful thing. That was a whole that's a whole week's worth of option plays right there.
Hmm.
So
Speaking of options plays, I got a new toy,
new toy, huh?
Another one?
FRMI.
FRMI. Oh my goodness, what the heck is this?
It's a gold mine.
Hey,
So
Jack, this is not the kind of chart you tell me you look for.
this is the opposite of what I do.
So
But
what do we got going on here?
okay, so if you look at the options chain, you won't believe this. I sold the 750 puts naked and got $1.07. Now
All right,
just think about that.
1 second. I'll pull this over. There we go. Here we go. Which this Friday or next
16th. which is
16th of
going to give me
January.
plenty of time to roll it several times. Yeah,
All
right
right.
there. The 7.5. I got $1.07, which
Yeah,
is
right
going to
in the
give
mid.
me plenty of time to roll it.
There's a lot of contracts rolling on this today.
I'm telling you, man, this is I think it's oversold. The story was worse than it really is about someone Amazon backing out of one of their deals that they were also going to help them finance a data center build out company.
And
Yeah,
we
it
can
goes
see
against
your
everything.
yeah, we can see your big order right there, 300 contracts. High roller, huh? All right. Yeah, I
No,
mean, so what
that's a
do you?
huge a dollar. You know, to get $1.07 here, and I'd take it at 7.50.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Hell of a beta. The story's not out yet. This is the same thing when you look at a lot of these recent IPOs that have just gotten killed. This one,
My beta
Fly Aerospace, Circle,
3.26 right now. Yeah. Yeah,
Chime.
I added some CRCA today.
Yeah, that got off the schneid a little bit.
And
CRCL got a little boost.
this is a leverage circle. And since we have this this is kind of my technical pattern right here for a reversal. This is my measured bounce pattern. It's not that, the orange line usually in here and I play off of that, but this is another pattern for a reversal. See this vicious selling here, then this bounce and a retrace and hold right here at the 618. Generally, that provides another upside. And so I added some shares, brought my cost basis down around 850 or $9. I can't remember which one it is. And sold some 13 strike calls out to June 26 for the shares that I got put up here. So
Yeah,
might
finally a little
could fix those,
finally a little piece of news. This company has been kind of quiet, but Visa is going to get heavy into the stablecoin business, and they're going to use the U.S. dollar coin from Circle as their stablecoin.
There
Visa
you go.
kind of partnering with them. Going to develop their own blockchain as well, not use this on the Solana blockchain where a lot of it is now, but and that's kind of what I was waiting for, the story to kind of unfold. It's hard to understand exactly what all these revenue streams are for this company.
Just getting back up where we were when we were blabbing about it back in October. That'd be a 50% upside. And that's Circle CRCA going up 100%, which that's not too crazy. That's just $9.
Yeah.
And I
What's
was able
the
to sell an upside on CRCA
what's the beta on CRCA?
almost 10.
Holy mackerel. It was all I could do not to do another trade in that this morning, but I'm going to revisit that because I like
I
that
just
FRMI.
I just did a little baby position here. This has already got a potential reversal, but FRMI looks like I mean,
Yeah, look at FRMI. Where do you see it going?
that's the thing. Like when they're down like this and they're at the lows, there's like I don't have any magic sauce for projecting where the bottom might be.
Well, I think you do have a magic thought because you said it better than anybody else when you said I don't know how you put it. They've bummed out everybody sufficiently.
Yes, sufficiently bummed out all the investors. Yeah.
Sufficiently bummed out everybody that was a shareholder. I love that. You got to add that to your other chart, which has explanations of what people do. You sufficiently bummed out every shareholder.
I mean, that's what Chipotle's done. Is sufficiently bummed out
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, did you see where Chipotle made a news? Also, finally made some news where they're going to go after more health conscious people that like bad food.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, whatever, if it can turn the bottom, I'm long several hundred shares of this. So, I think 600 shares is what I got. No,
Bummed out. Yeah. Now look at how that filled in that gap.
I've got
I mean,
I've got
for everybody that pays attention to what we're doing,
I've got 1,000
yeah,
shares of this, and I'm looking for this to come back up.
yeah, yeah, I think so too. That there again, they've sufficiently bummed everybody out. What's the 52-week low on this horse?
Right there at 30.
Okay. So there you go. Not only is that underperformed everything else, but even its own peer group, McDonald's is straight up smoking it.
Yeah, I mean,
Mickey D's is bringing back the Monopoly game, and
yeah, since the high back there on Chipotle, here's McDonald's up 8%. Here's Chipotle down 40%. So yeah, it's not even funny, really. I mean,
yeah, no, it's not. McDonald's has been doing great, but I think in the short term, you probably got better upside on Chipotle because McDonald's has just been chugging, but
yeah, I
the
mean,
turnaround story. There's the story right there. Chipotle bulks up on protein, right there on the right. That's what I was talking about.
yeah, I mean, just returning back to the high, we're talking about an 82% upside from current prices. I'm in it in the 40s here, 43 cost basis right now. I've got that alert right there for my 43 cost basis. So from my cost basis to the top, I'll be looking at 60% upside just to go back to the top. So long as I can hold on, which I got nothing but time. So this one keep paying right
Yeah,
there.
a cash secured put here would be awesome.
Well, I mean, that's what I already got the shares. So I'm sitting on about 1,000 shares, I think, across all the accounts. So
That's good. That's a good position.
yeah, I went into it thinking we were going to hold. I didn't go into it thinking we were going down. So I went
Have
into
you
it thinking,
sold calls against all of it?
oh yeah. Right now it's not covered because of this climb speed right here. I don't want to miss out on more up climb here. And the beta is still kind of low, so I'm not chasing it too hard right now. 0.9. Once it gets a little more sparky, I'll more aggressively sell some upside calls. I had some
Mhm.
43 sold, and I realized those were under my cost basis, so I closed them out for profit. And I'm just kind of sitting on it right now. I do have some puts sold down here at 31 that
That's nice. I
expire
might
that
do that
expired
too.
this week. And I mean that was a good, you know, if I had gotten put more, would have reduced my cost basis more. But I do have some puts sold at 31, and that does work against your cost basis too. Like even if you don't add more shares to it, it worked. That money all goes into reducing the cost in your shares. So it's just a cash flow game, everybody. Like how much cash flow can you get for the money you've got put into it?
That's what I was saying on FRMI. You
And
bringing in
that's
$107 on a $750 play. That's pretty decent.
yeah. I mean, shoot,
Look at
that's
it's just
annualized. That's ridiculous money.
I know. I mean, how bad could it be? This is a Texas deal. Amazon backed out of the deal, but they're not totally out of the deal. It's sufficiently bummed everybody out, as you say.
Golly, man, that's ridiculous. Just for one, that's 29 days. 29 days times 365 times 100. Yeah, just only about 180% return on your
How do you
money.
like me now? I'll take the chance, man. I think it's overdone. I don't
See,
think the story on a lot of these early IPOs is out yet.
I
Speaking of
think a lot of
IPOs,
people look at these. I think a lot of people look at these and they're like, that's only like 14% return, and it seems like there's giant risk, and not really, not really. And what we're talking about right here is Fermi. Jack rolled in, sold the 750 put right there. He got you said 107.
mhm,
Let's review it here. So that's kind of ridiculous right there. Look, if I sold that put to open, they're only going to reduce my account by 282 bucks.
that's what I'm saying. And
So
you get
that's even
107.
that's even
Yeah,
crazier right there. Um,
I
you're
couldn't resist
collecting
it.
You're collecting $107, and they're gonna only reserve 282. I guess that's got to be on margin because that's just crazy. And then divide that by the 29 days, multiply out by the 365 times 100. That's actually closer to 500% return annualized. Crazy, baby, crazy.
I love it.
Cash
I love it.
flow.
And it's affordable, you know.
Yeah, I mean that.
I've been doing it in the new Robinhood account, and I just got to tell you, man, the fills have been super great.
Yeah, everybody complains about the fills on Robinhood. I don't know why. I usually set the price. I do limit orders, so I get filled at the limit orders I want. I mean, what's to complain about that? Like you set the price.
I know, and it happens just the same. Just to prove it to myself, I did a debit spread on on some of these options we're doing, and I put the order in both at the same time, both on a limit. Clicked them both at the same time, and they both got filled at the same time. So there's no difference.
Yeah, I think in Robinhood's, you know, I think they went in early and kind of had this idea how they were going to make money off of you know, out of this market and stuff like that. And the whole debacle with GME and stuff like that, they took it to heart and decided, yeah, we're gonna actually try to make the best experience for customers. And for the last what 5 years, almost 6 years now, they've been working to improve everything about Robinhood, rolling out everything that the young trader could need. They're specifically catering to young traders, but us older dogs in this game, we see what they're doing. If you can trade with zero cost, I mean, that's a pretty attractive place, especially if they're not doing as many shenanigans on fills and all that stuff as they were in the early days.
Yeah,
There's
they're
not many barriers to trading over there.
they're going after a much bigger client. I read the stuff about it, and they're talking about it. They've added mortgages, insurance, IRAs. You can get I hate having an advisor, but you can get a strategy advisor there for free. Uh, just really trying to offer you as much as possible compared to Schwab. Schwab's never given me a dime on lending shares, for example. And, Robinhood automatically enrolled me in that.
Yeah.
Schwab still says I don't have any stocks, that will meet that offer. I own almost everything. And you've never given me an IPO, nothing. So yeah, I think Tony, I think you ought to try out Robinhood. I think it's so simple. Um, I love the review process before you put in an order there. I like it. Schwab's been, hard, man. I've renegotiated my commissions down again. They're still too high. It's just I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to try Robinhood. There's zero commission on options. That's why the number one reason I went there, and it's been great. And when I look at everything I'm paying and all the ticky tack fees in Schwab, it really eats into it after a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was looking at, on my PXO software where I track all these wheel type trades I do. I've been pushing well over 100 contracts. And if you're paying like $1 a contract, that starts adding up. I'm doing that like every week. So that starts adding up to like several $100, four or $500 a week. I mean, $400 or $500 a month. And you do that all year long, like that's a big chunk of money. And if you're
Huge.
trading at Robinhood, like I'm just getting to keep all that money and use
I
it to make
know.
more money. So
Now, if there was a downside to it, I wouldn't do it. Um, how they're making money if there's no commission is administrators they let another company front run your order, and they take what's called payment for order flow. And the reason why that doesn't matter anymore is because of the way the fractions are played out on the fills, where they're going out to four digits, where you and I, as a customer, are only getting two. So
and they're
what
they're
do we
getting
care?
like
What do we care about? They're fighting right now over a billionth of a second. Really, they are, and that's funny. So if you want to let them have the last four digits, let them have it. That doesn't affect you one bit. So when people talk about fills, they need to compare that to something else at the same time to know that's not a good fill. The fills I've gotten are amazing. And I put a
Yeah,
couple in just to give you an example. Like, let's say it's a dollar 10, right, on that Fermi uh, when I
yeah.
sold it. And I put it in at the market and I got a dollar 7, right? It was
I
a
mean,
dollar 10. Then I get better than the bid, right? So I don't know. What's to complain about it at Robinhood? I think it's a myth. I even hear guys that we work with, bashing Robinhood, but they're not trading on it. So I don't know where they're coming up with this.
yeah, it's just it's the way it used to work 5 years ago. But if you don't stay up on the times, then you're just spouting off bullshit that doesn't matter. Um,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I like the Legend platform. Beautiful. It
Oh my God,
I'd pull it up if I could right now, but for whatever reason, it does not like to load on this computer that I have up right here.
it's
But
amazing.
it looks just like every other trading platform I
Yeah,
use. It works just like every other trading platform I
I
use.
could bring it up if you want to see it.
Yeah, if you want to share it, I'll stop the share here a second.
Let me
And
see if I can even find my Robin Hizzle.
but they built a desktop platform for everybody. After years of people complaining about there's just an app, it's just a game, and now they have a desktop platform, and it's pretty nice.
It's pretty sweet.
So
All right, here's the regular one. Let me zoom in here for you.
if you have a profit on something, you should close it. If you're happy with the profit, close it.
Look, it already telling me that I could start shorting.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was a new thing like this week.
yeah, so this is your basic screen here.
Yeah, it looks just like the app on the phone, like right
Yeah, it looks
there.
just like the app on the phone. And you could see your crypto and your retirement and your rewards. If you give people the link and they join, you get free stock. But this is the gold mine right here. You're acting very weird today.
Yeah, I actually had to close
But
mine
this
all
is
out,
it.
log out of every version, and log back in to get it to work properly today for some reason.
Yeah, this has been running super slow. But that's what it looks like. You can do anything you want on here.
Yeah, I have a giant options panel and my positions panel. That's the only two panels I keep up.
Yeah, you got to show me that when we get
Yeah,
done here. Um, yeah, this WDC, I've had such a pop here in some of these stocks. Now that's that. That's how that looks.
yeah. And so it looks just like any other trading platform. You can load indicators and all that stuff on it if you want to. I just trade on, or I chart on TradingView and trade wherever I want to trade. So I
I
don't
do
know
the
why people have a
same
trouble with.
thing.
Some people want to do it all in one. I don't know why you want to do that. I use the best tool for the job, so it doesn't really tend to bother me to have TradingView running over here and then be able to trade, just pull the platform over and click the trade I want to do. And not,
Yeah.
this thing's not the best at charting, but so I don't know why everybody wants to use their broker platform for charting. Just use a charting platform for charting and use a trading platform for trading. So
How about WDC's giving me some good green?
you see, that thing's been up, up and away.
I know. Wild. I got to limit to sell it at 182 and change. I just keep buying it on this dip. It makes this little dip, rips, and I'm
Uh,
probably going to wear out my good luck on it here, but
It's Jack, you taught me this word, frothy.
frothy.
It's got some
Very
loft to it,
frothy.
right? Got some loft in
Loft.
there.
Yeah. Too much loft. They're just so you guys and gals know, I'd say the trend is safer when the stock is trending closer to whatever line you're using. But when it gets too high off that line, the volatility is going to increase and the probability for a pullback is going to increase.
I mean, look at
and
these.
it's less likely to have a pullback when it's bouncing along up along that line. But as it gets lofty and frothy, yeah, your risk increases significantly, which is why I'm trading it with limits, right? I buy it, I put a stop loss in there kind of tight, and then I toss it out there 182. I bought this at 177 or something, 170. I don't know. I'd have to look, but I've done it a couple, two, three times, and it's been great. But I'm going to be done here this next time.
I mean, that's a $70,
Yeah,
$70
Joyoti,
risk.
Joyoti's that is so funny, Joyoti. Okay, so I went to back to Robinhood. I've never gotten an IPO in 40 years with Schwab. I'd never got an IPO allocation. My first week with Robinhood, they say, "Hey, you want to get in on this IPO Medline, MDLN? Check that one out," which I did. So I got the stock at 29 and I immediately sold it. And now I'm in the doghouse for 60 days with Robinhood. I can't do any more IPOs.
You're supposed to hold on to them for 30 days or whatever.
When I had my fund, they said the same thing, but we would let Goldman short it for us and then carry it off the books. But they didn't want you to sell for 90 days.
Well,
Right?
90
If
days.
they gave you the IPO for the hedge fund, they didn't want you to sell it for 90 days. And if the QSIP number came back around and they saw that you did it, they'd put you in the doghouse there too, and no more IPO for you. And if that was your business, that was a tough business. But there's no reason to be in the IPO business now. They're not that hot.
Administrator asks, why not connect my broker? What's the advantage of connecting a broker to a charting platform? There's no
Uh,
advantage here.
it would connect you if you connected Tasty Trade to PXO, that might work. But yeah,
I
there's
mean,
no reason to connect
I
TradingView.
I don't see any reason to connect these. Right here, there's not there's no Robinhood button. There's no, I guess there is a Tasty Trade button. There's no E-Trade button. I mean, which broker am I going to use and what's going to happen? And there's just too much. This is not a platform set up for even their options panel. I don't care for. Um, so when we load up the options panel, I like these charts, but right here, what am I going to do? This doesn't work like a chart with like a trading platform. So sure, great, but it doesn't do what I need it to do. So I'm not going to hook any broker to it.
Yeah, Jeff, are you referring to Cash Flow Agent?
I
I
mean, it
use it
was
every
just like
day.
yeah, the administrator just said, why not connect your broker with TradingView? And that's why. It's a charting platform. I don't want to. And then I've got like 9 gazillion broker platforms that I trade at. I actually got 20 something accounts. So how am I going to bounce between accounts? It's not like
Well,
TradingView has account management feature.
it's worth hooking it up to PXO because then you wouldn't have to do that extra step of logging them all in yourself, which is the biggest challenge.
Oh yeah, I mean that's different. So I mean that maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Like I just you know right now I like to keep things air gapped. It doesn't. There's no risk of hacking if you don't tie everything together too.
That's right. All right, so Mohammed wants to talk about actual trades. That's a good idea, Mohammed. I'm going to put on a circle,
Well,
cash secured put.
we were talking about an
I'm
actual
going to
trade
put
on
on
Fermi.
I'm going to put on a Chipotle cash secured put,
Something just
and
happened.
I don't know. I got QLD and TQQQ and SOXL here on my list for today too. So
Something jammed up with the Zoom there. Hold on 1 second. Got to refresh something. Try to reshare.
oh, Patrick, you can set up that tripwire. We give you the tripwire in the cash flow agent. We tell you what it is. And you can set that up. You can send me a question about that. But the way I set that up is you can unwind the whole trade if the stock hits the tripwire. That's the whole purpose of a tripwire. But
We've
yeah, I think I'm going to go back in on this one too. I don't want to miss the run. I'm going to straight up buy a little TSLL. Like I say, I got the 23 call sold on my position for tomorrow, and I got the 21 puts I probably won't get, and I got the 17 puts I know I won't get. But I think this thing is going to rip, and I want to have the straight up stock, and maybe I'll sell a super high call on that. So the tripwire is just a little bit higher than the break even, Patrick. And the reason for that on a credit spread is because the break even is not the real break even. It's got to be higher. So we have it a little bit higher so you have a cushion. But back to the real trades for Mohammed. That's it, my man. We're going to sell a cash secured CRCA put. I'm going to go long some TSLL and maybe do some more 21 puts. And I'm going to do the CMG with Professor Dr. Turnmeyer.
Hey,
And
I'm in that
what
one
else are we
pretty.
going to do?
I'm in that one pretty good. I am about to get out of Dollar Tree. Just
Uh-oh.
it's I don't know. It's I have a 125 call sold on my shares. Maybe it doesn't get me out. It's looking
For
like it'll be,
tomorrow,
yeah, for tomorrow.
you're out, man.
That's 128. But I mean, look at that drop though. We were up here at 132. Now we're down to 128. I mean,
Would
that
that
could,
would that clean you out totally of the position?
yeah, it's going to take me out of the position.
Would you get back in?
Not at, not right there.
Yeah. Look at that move. That's a classic Turnmeyer move.
Yeah,
Filled in the
beautiful.
gap and ran.
Wasn't that beautiful? That's exactly what I'm
Beautiful.
looking for every time right there.
Beautiful. All right, how about another beat down one just for fun? Let's take a look at Fly. I got a list of these IPOs that have absolutely fallen flat on their face, and this is one of them. Look at that
That's,
sucker with 70.
well, this has got that circle pattern in there. Like,
So totally. And the same thing's going to even play out with Fermi.
that could be up here.
Look at that. That's what's going to happen. And I don't know anything about the story, but what I'm just seeing is, they didn't do a good job in what they call the dog and pony show when they're explaining what the company does. That hasn't been done very well lately. With this company, it wasn't done well. Circle, people don't know what the hell they do. It wasn't done well there. And yeah, Fermi, same thing. The PR is terrible. The story is bad. Investor relations are terrible. But, once and I love what Jeffrey says. That's the theme with these recent IPOs. Once they've sufficiently bombed everybody out, the thing turns the corner. So if you were holding the bag on this IPO, you're very disappointed. Right? It couldn't disappoint you anymore. And I think the story's going to start to come out during the next earnings. A little more explanation, a little more guidance. We'll see what's going on. But I like this play. I'm long the stock, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I'm gonna have to do it on Robinhood, so I have enough cash to do it. I think I'm gonna sell this just to show everybody what I was thinking about doing here. I'm
On
gonna jump
Fly?
out. Yeah, I'm flying. I'm thinking about selling this 18. Um, all my accounts showing off here. 18 at 55 here. I think I'm gonna do that right now. See if I can get it.
Well, don't front run me. I haven't done mine yet. I don't have my.
I'm gonna sit here and do it, but you're logged into Robinhood. I saw you.
Well, I just logged out. Oh man,
I'm gonna sit here and do it live.
do it live. That's what people like. Just this is how you do it. Like load it
So,
up and pop it.
so January 2nd is where I'm looking. The one I got right on the screen right here. Sell one, January 2nd, 15 days, 18 strike, 55, 75 is what it shows it's going for. Let's see if I can get it here. Just gonna do one, and let's go for 75 cents.
I just think these things have more upside than downside. All these IPOs have really left a bad taste in people's mouth.
I got an instant fill, so you can get better than 75.
Okay.
It's crazy. And there's the instant,
So
fill
there you
right.
go, Mohammed. That's another one. Fly. We got Fly, CRCA, CMG.
Let's see. I got to post that to my 50K challenge account. channel.
And we got FRMI. We got four right there.
My
Plus
friends.
TSLL. That's 5 trades you could do today.
Yeah, I
And
mean, shouldn't complain about lack of trades here. Like we've been talking trades since we went live, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I just did this trade, got filled at 75 cents in my Robinhood account, which was better than the mid actually.
That's a $75 for all of you that curious how that works out.
And I'm trying to find the right window here so I can pull this
Yeah,
up and
these
show everybody.
IPOs that have been beat up in the last few months, they're flying below the radar. They've sufficiently bummed everybody out. The story hasn't been told. Um, you don't know anything about it. There's not enough data in the trend. But I got a lot of speculation going on right now, and I like doing it. So understand that this Fermi, this Fly, CRCA, all this stuff that's not in a trend where I normally only do stuff in trends. Yeah, I love that. Isn't that sweet?
There you go. I did it on my phone
This
right
is
there, got it filled, shared it,
this is just this is just pure speculation on TSLL, CRCA, Fly, and Fermi.
So I just want to go through it. Like why did I do that? Now people are trying to get on it right there. That the bid ask is tightened up. I love it. Uh, so if we pull this over and we go $75 divided by $1,800, and then we divide that by 15 days, and we multiply this out by 365 days times 100, that's 100% return right there. So
Yeah,
that's why I went after
Fly's
that
a
one.
good one, man.
Little richer than, little richer than I typically go after, but it's sitting right there. That 18 is just below the low right there.
I
And
like it.
16 is the lowest it's been, and people bought it pretty aggressively in there. So 37 would be the upside. If I got put at 18, it'd be a double. That's not bad.
No, I like it. I'm doing it too. I got it. It's third on my list here when we get done. I can't trade while we're talking as good as you can. I
I
can barely
usually
see
make
the screen. I'll
some
fumble something up.
I did mess something up the other day when I was when we were when I put a trade on live, and after we got off, I was like, oh crap, I got to undo that and redo it. I did it in the wrong account, and I had to unmess up my accounts real quick. But I usually
What's
try
the
not to trade
expected
live because
IPO price?
on
What's the expected IPO price on SpaceX?
oh gosh, I don't. It depends on how many shares they issue because they're talking about 1 point whatever trillion dollars. I mean, they could issue a billion shares. You never know. Billion, maybe 500 billion shares. I don't know. I mean, you issue a billion shares. That's $1 billion every time it moves a dollar. But then it could IPO for $100 and be $1 trillion value.
Well, the whole thing about how bad it's going to get beat down is going to be relative to how much the hedge funds have because their whole thing is selling it on the open. That's the biggest pop you're going to get is the difference between the IPO price and the market price on a hot IPO. Just like Medline went public yesterday at 29, traded as high as 40. That's where it's at.
That's
But
looks like
yeah,
it's
so I sold that. So
it's
you're in the doghouse for 60 days. You can't do another IPO for 60 days. Big deal. If you're doing SpaceX and they price it right and it trades higher in the aftermarket, the hedge funds are going to sell it. And then if there's no more buyers after that, that's where the plunge happens. But if you look at these IPOs like Circle and Fly, they popped right on the open. They didn't open, flat and go down. They opened much higher than the IPO price, then went down.
yeah. I've got let's see. It looked like Medline was on a halt. I was trying to look it up and see all the halts we got going on here.
That's the shenanigan list.
Yeah, shenanigan list. Yep. That's people are like, yeah, stuff doesn't get halted. I'm like, yeah, stuff gets halted every freaking day. Like that's you know, it's not moving though, so something's up.
Oh, I think it's not halted, is it?
Well, it's not moving. If it's not getting a quote. I don't know. MDLN. Let's see.
Check it on a live broker.
It's it's just sitting here right at 40. No no numbers coming in.
Yeah, in the 90s, Chris is saying the pops happened. We used to trade, they had a thing
There.
called the IPO matrix.
It just started
And
moving, so the bid and ask just changed, so it's just not moving much. There it goes. Changed again. Sitting right at 40 right now.
mhm, from 29, that's a pretty good deal.
So I don't know.
That was our business model in the 90s, to do as much trading as we could with the brokers that had the hot IPOs coming up. And there was a thing called the triad sheets going around. It cost 30 grand to subscribe to them. And they would tell you which IPOs were hot and how much they were expected to open over the IPO price. So we'd find an IPO that was coming up from Morgan Stanley. We do tons of like cosmetic trades through them, like buying and selling Microsoft at the same time, where maybe we'd make or lose 3 or 6 cents, but that commission would propel us up on the IPO matrix, and whoever did the most regular way business with the broker got the most IPO. For example, we'd get Pixar. I'll never forget it. I think it came public at like 16. The first opening tick was like 68. You know, and we were selling them on that opening tick, and they were all super hot. And we made more money doing that than anything. But everything changes. You know, I got busted selling them early, and that whole game went away real quick.
And here's
And
one.
when
Here's one that's interesting, Jack. You may not like it, but Nike has earnings coming up today after the close. You can play Friday's 59 strike down here, well under the 66 price where we currently are trading for a 49% ROI right there.
another good one.
I might jump after this one because I like that. Like I've been after Nike for a while. The chart is very bullish on the bigger picture. This is just a cash secured put down at 59, which is down below the recent low here. I've been watching this stock since it made this bottom back here. Made this low, made this move up, made this retrace. You see the same pattern we were talking about on Fly. This is why I'm interested in this. I've been watching this pattern. The potential for Nike to run is very high. This is a bottoming pattern, right? This is just it's taken Nike months to get down to this pattern and confirm it. This was April low. It's moved up into August, back down here into November. And we're sitting here at a point where this can take off. Now, could it be like Chipotle and it go into sucky land and keep going down? Absolutely. You could be down here at 49 and be $10 underwater and it'd be sucking. But this pattern could be the bottom and we could be confirming the bottom. And if you got lucky and it dipped and put you in, the next move up would target 120 right here. Unless we went lower low. You know, if we break down and make a lower low, then it resets and then we'd have to have another reversal setup. But this is the stuff right here. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I go after right here. I'm probably going to do one of those in my Robinhood account.
You and Jody are on the opposite sides of this trade.
That's okay. I can be on opposite
That's
sides
what makes
of
a market.
you can buy puts if you want to. That's fine.
Well, that's what makes a market right there, right?
Yeah, let's see. I need to load this up. NKE. I'm gonna go after that 59 strike. Trade options. 19th. Put sell down to 59. Jump on it. Looks like I can try to get 18 cents. You may be like, oh yeah, that's not very much money, but actually that's a 49% return on, ROI annualized. Like that's all I'm going after in my 50K challenge. Like I'm not going after, I'm not always going after the 100% annualized. This is more of and I'm only going to do one because if I need to add, if it does keep dipping, I want to have plenty of ability to add to it. So, and Didn't get a fill
All right,
yet.
we got 6 trades here.
So we're on a roll, Jack. We're on a roll.
We are on a roll.
Yeah, fly got my fill. Don't have my fill on Nike. I'm just gonna let it cook though. I'm not gonna chase that one. If it fills me for 18, great. If it doesn't fill for 18, wasn't meant to be for me. So there you go.
Nice one.
So it goes down to 59, you would take the stock. Yeah, that's kind of the deal. And I mean, look where 59 is. Earnings, right? Last earnings, pop. Earnings before that, drop. This earnings, pop, then drop. This is only one day. I mean, basically, tomorrow's it. So if we get any kind of pop, cash it out, keep my 18 bucks. This is the whole thing. Just going after small amounts of money over and 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 over. In case anybody hasn't, maybe you're new here, maybe you haven't seen this. That's all I've been doing all year long in this account. $42,000. Crossed 42, Jack. Yesterday it was 41.6 or whatever.
I'm telling you, man, once that thing hits 50, it's just going to rip.
Well, keep it going. And this is small amounts of money over and over. I try to book profit every single day in this account. Just small amounts of money. Right here.
Yeah, Peter, I worked with Dean Witter in the World Trade Center. And I worked with Smith Barney later.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be greedy, not trying to go for a home run. It's just 18 bucks per contract. If I'm wrong,
This is the definition of chipping away at it.
I got plenty of opportunity to add down here at 49 and still ride it up. Now, if I get those shares, if it does dip down here and sits at 59, I have this upside opportunity for 120 as long as we don't go lower low. It keeps my pattern. Even though the most ideal spot to bounce is right here, these two blue lines are on here because this whole zone is the bounce zone, as I call it. And it still has that target up there at like 120. And I've done, it's not just as simple as what I'm showing here. I've done more work on this thing going all the way back. And this thing, you can see the fib lines here. This has potential to be done right here. You can be like, oh, it's a head and shoulders. And you're going to get wrecked. I disagree right now. I think that we're set for a bigger run. This may not be all the run. It may be, we may be set for these kind of targets. That's why these lines are up here.
Chris, Jeff is going to write a book. He doesn't have it out yet, but you can pre-order it.
Jack's going to start selling my book for me.
I am out of the trunk of my car. I'll have them all printed up by the time we get to Florida.
There you go, everybody.
He's going to write a book about the 50,000 a month challenge.
Got to get there, though. I mean, gonna have to get there. So
yeah,
the premium on the Fermi is not gone. It's still sitting here. It's January 16th is what Jack was talking about.
Yeah.
So he's not talking about
when you
today's.
do a book promo, you got to go all over the country and do book signings and stuff like that. Are you ready for that?
Everybody can come to me. I don't know. I gotta be able to do this. Like this is where I provide the value.
Yeah. Go on Oprah. Yeah.
Is Oprah still even on TV?
I don't think so. I heard she died a couple years ago. She's still alive even?
I have no idea. I don't watch daytime. I'm here working every day. I don't see daytime TV, so I have no idea. And yeah. All right. Oh goodness. So I just did Nike. I've got Dollar Tree. We've another one I got cooking, Gap. Dang, that one might call me out. I got 29 sold. 29's right there. What do you think? Am I gonna get called out?
Not by tomorrow.
I don't know. Look at if we do another one of those candles, it's gonna get me.
That'd be good.
So I've been doing Gap. Why am I going after clothing stores? Because oddly enough, they keep coming back into popularity here.
It's been strange.
We're seeing consumer staples, things people have to buy, popping. You can say these are more consumer discretionary because you can choose to buy clothes or not, but kind of, but I don't know. I feel like clothing splits a line a little bit. And because you got to have shoes. You can't really live through life without shoes. You can't really live through life without pants and, no shirt, no shoes, no no service.
No
Um,
service.
so I feel like people kind of have to buy, especially the, lower tier stuff that Gap and Banana Republic. Now this one went really crazy, and maybe we got some other. Maybe this was indicating that there's going to be other brands that do this. So this was my pattern too, right here. Look, that
Yep.
low, this high, the bounce right in here. I can tighten this up. That was the pattern. That was the target, and it still has potential to go on up to higher targets here. So
I like
this
it.
stuff works. Works all the time. So anyway, you just got to have the patience to wait for the setup, the discipline to take action, the discipline to wait for the targets, and the personal accountability to own your decisions and not blame other people if things don't go your way.
And always realize there's so many great opportunities every day the market's open. You wake up and you look at the market and you might think there's nothing out there to do, and then you come on and join us on the show and we show you five, six, seven, 10 ideas. There's always something you can do.
And that, I did this one with one contract, fly. I'm not touching Fermi until it actually gets my pattern. That's my patience and discipline right there.
Good, then I
Um,
can have it all to myself because you already
yeah,
front run me on the fly.
yeah. I mean, have at it right here. I need for me, I need this to set up some kind of reversal pattern.
Okay, all right.
I need this pattern. That's just what I need. Now,
Okay,
when I did CRCA, which is the leveraged form of circle, we had the pattern up here. It just failed. And that happens sometimes. And these can fail and go lower. So that's part of the game.
yeah. The Fermi
No,
is my most speculative trade, everybody.
CMG,
100% pure spec.
CMG up here had my pattern. I rolled in here
I
at
think you're going to
40.
see a lot of interest in CMG. That has a high probability of bouncing hard up.
Yeah, see, I had this pattern, this correction pattern, this move up, this retrace. It was in place. I did the 49 and it went down. But then I added to it, right? I don't go in full boat because sometimes when I get wrong, I got to do something to fix it. And I brought the cost basis down from 49 to 43. And now here we are at 37, almost 38. Now it's not looking so like I'm so much underwater. And if we pop, that's going to be good. Another one that was in the news today, DJT. Maybe,
I can't
maybe,
bring myself to trade this stuff.
maybe you know the guy behind this. I have a
I
cost
just can't do
basis.
it. This thing is so prone to manipulation. It's disgusting.
I have a cost
There's
basis at
nothing
50.
stopping him from tweeting or twerking or whatever.
It's working. I'm
He,
at 50, I'm at 15 with 1,800 shares.
no way, man. This is
Yeah.
pure. This thing makes my Fermi trade look like a lock.
I'm not even that far underwater. I'm a dollar underwater. Are you kidding me right now?
Now, was the pattern or the story drew you into this?
That's the pattern. Like I
Oh,
was churning out premium back here. The beta was like almost 4. I was churning out premium as this
I got a
thing.
10-foot pole in the corner. I still wouldn't touch this stock.
I was churning premium right here. I was a I made $3,500 in premium between April and when I got put the stock back here in September.
This thing's going to $7.
Uh, maybe, but
Yeah,
I'm
I might have to put a straight old short on it.
gonna keep cash flowing it, baby.
Yeah, go ahead. This is going lower.
they're merging with Tay Energy or something like that.
They ain't merging with nothing. That's just more twerking on the tweet.
Right here, bro.
Another nothing. One nothing merging with another nothing
There you go. $6 billion deal.
of
Hype train, baby.
nobody's.
Hey,
Trump and Trump, like, all right, one of his companies merging with another company, and he's going to twerk about it on the X.
hey, if it can make the stock pop and I can make some money on it, I don't
It's all
care.
PR, man. It's all stories. There's nothing to it. That's why I don't want to play it. It's worse than crypto.
I got
But what he
1,800
can
shares,
do
brother.
that nobody else can do is he can twerk on X, and people are going to read it, and the stock's going to move.
I think he's on that True Social thing, which is owned by this company. He gets on here on his platform and then gets people to buy into it, and then they sell advertising. I mean, it's just like
That's what I'm saying.
a power
Is his
move.
platform like X?
I
Can
have
he
no
twerk
idea.
on his own platform?
He gets on his own platform and does whatever. I don't know.
But does he ever twerk on X or no?
No, he's only on his own platform.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, True
I don't know if
Social.
I could handle it. Does it come in every day at 4 in the morning when he's awake and he's ranting?
I don't know.
Shit will wake me up, man. I'd
I don't
be
even have that platform. I don't have an
phone went
account. I
off
don't
at
have a
4 in the morning because he's twerking.
now
Truth of the social.
people repost it to X
Mm.
immediately.
All right, that's where it is then. Yeah,
So anyway,
yeah. This thing, no, I got 7 on it. Let's bet it. Let's make a little side bet.
you can fade me. I don't care. We can fade it right in the
Oh.
market.
Well, we both have to not bet each other. We would just both bet on the stock. I'll buy a put on this dog.
Yeah, you can buy put all you want. I'm already in it, baby.
Good.
I mean, yeah, I'll show you like the position. I'm not.
No, I believe you. I always believe you, but I sometimes and you're right way more often than you're wrong, but this one is the worst thing I've ever seen you pull up.
This is my current position right here. Cost basis, 1667, 1550 is the break even, 1,800 shares, got 18 contracts sold, collected. This is just my active premium. I actually have several closed positions that brought in more premium before I got put these shares. So my actual cost basis is even lower.
Yeah,
All in.
Chris says it's amazing that you make money on these descending stocks and your patterns work. And I tell you, man, you've made so many trades I'd never in a billion years would have made, and they've worked.
I can make I can make premium out of anything that
You
gives
can.
me that the
You
options.
really can find a needle in a haystack, I'll tell you. And you do a great job of it, where I'm more of a trend guy. You got a great pattern. And you can read it. You can read that price action. You can read that chart.
And this is a lot of people are like, why don't you just share everything you're trading? It's like this is why. You see, this is probably only half of the stuff I'm doing this on. And there's 17 open positions. And you look at these and they all have like tons of crap going on in there. And it's like there's one of the ones I got dividend on. I don't even have all those in here. I've I have this weird ability to keep track of stuff in a ledger on my own head. Putting it in here helps me make better decisions.
Yeah.
But I can sit here and turn this stuff into money. It's like I'm in SoundHound right here. It's upside down. It's crappy, but I've got almost $2,000 in profit locked in, and it's trending down right now. There's the Circa CRCA right there. I mean, this got premium
You
on it.
can blame me for that.
So, yeah, you taught me into getting into that one. So
I did.
now I
And
got to
then I
work it
didn't
back.
even get into it.
Now I got to work it back out. So, yeah, I got this one IBIT, and it just keeps generating premium for me. So I just keep doing these over and over. Like this is what I do. I generate premium over and over and over. So
I got a trade they can do over and over and over.
what you got? What we got?
Well, we could tell them all about it.
Yeah. Let me I think I have a tab open here somewhere with that on it. Here we go.